In today's video, we're going to be talking about why the heck I like books so much. I was really thinking about it because I just came back from book club. I just joined a book club at college and it's great. And then while everyone was talking, I was kind of thinking, why do I like books so much? And then I was thinking about it during book club and I just thought it was going to be a cool video to share with you guys on why I like it so much. I'm a big reader and I'm also a big movie watcher. I love binging shows. I love watching movies. I love reading books, all that stuff. And sometimes I do watch something instead of I read something, and sometimes I'm in like a reading slump, or sometimes I'm just not really feeling the book. And like, you know when it's a good book when you'd rather read than like actually like scroll on your phone or watch a show or something. And right now the book that I'm reading is kind of putting me in a slump. But I also don't want to DNF it either, because like I was looking forward to this book and it's not the book that I thought I was going to be reading, but it's fine. In book club we were talking about like plot twists and like crazy things like deaths and everything that's happening. I was thinking about it because in a movie, when a plot twist happens, you're like, whoa, like what the heck just happened? But I feel like it's different when you read a book, because I just watched Send Help in the movie theater a few days ago, and it was a really good movie. And there were a bunch of like twists in it that I wasn't seeing coming. Like it wasn't, I thought I knew what I was expecting, but actually it wasn't. And it was so cool. It was so cool to see those plot twists. But I feel like if I were to read the book, it's not a book. It's just a movie. But I feel like when I read a book and when a crazy plot twist happens, it just sinks with me more. When you read it versus when you watch it, like when you're reading it, you are in control. You can read it as slow as you want. You can read it as fast as you want. But with a movie, like it just kind of goes without you like being in control. Like, I mean, yeah, you can like skip forward and stuff, but I'll watch a movie, but it doesn't have that same feeling as when I read a book. It's like really hard to explain, and that's why I like reading so much, because I read Lock Every Door, and that was when I was in a big reading club. Not because of I wasn't reading good books, but just because I was in college and stuff was happening and I was just so busy and I never like really got the time to read anything. And when I did have time, I would like watch a TV show, so I was in a big reading slump. When I read Lock Every Door, it wasn't the best book ever, but just like reading it and like special, I don't know how to describe it, because when I was reading, I'm like, dang, I missed this. I missed reading. I'm movie going on inside of your head like all points of the day, because like, yeah, you could think about a movie, like what happened in it, but in a book, I'm making no sense, but in a book, like it feels like you're in that story because you're reading it, and it feels like you're just constantly thinking about what's happening next. And that's why I love murder mystery books, because I feel like I'm always thinking on who did it, and the plot twists are like, and like murder mystery movies are good too, but I don't know. I have a big imagination. Like I had so many imaginary friends as a kid, when I was little. And I just think of like the most randomest things, and I just love having the little movie inside of my head. When you read, you can make it your own story. Like, yes, like the author made the story, but like you can visualize it in your own way. So, and that's like incredible. When I thought that this guy had brunette hair but he has blonde, I'm like, what? But I just love creating the scenes in my head, because like it feels like I'm more connected to the story than if I'm just watching a movie. Not saying like I love watching movies. Also, you connect with the characters, because I love first person. I know that my favorite author is Holly Jackson, and most of her books are third person. I think that they all are. Yeah, but I just love like first person, because like you just really connect with the character, and like you know what they're thinking. And with movies, that isn't really like that. Also, I'm not bringing shade to movies. I feel like this whole time I'm talking like the comparison between books and movies. I love watching movies. I love it. So I will stop. Like, I feel like I'm throwing shade at movies when I'm not. Like, I love watching movies like so much. I'm not saying I like reading books more than watching movies, because I like them, I think, the same. But anyway, books. My favorite genre is like murder mystery. Murder mysteries to me are just like my ride or die. Like, and when I read murder mysteries, I am like focused in on the book, and just to see everything unraveling in my head. And also reading a book, it's like it's a whole experience because, yeah, you might read a whole book in, like, a day, but, like, really that's not that common. I mean, I'm a very slow reader. It takes me at least 2 weeks to read a book, even if I read it fast. That amount of time, you're constantly reading the same book and you're knowing the characters. That maybe it's like a 500 or 400 page book and you're just reading it over the course of a few weeks. I really should have scripts for these videos because I'm really just ranting at the camera when I don't know what I'm talking about, when I don't know if I'm making any sense at all. Another thing about books that I love is that I can also talk about really deep topics, and I feel like I've learned more when I read, because they might not be good book. Well, they are good books, but I remember reading one of his, sorry, not One of Us Is Lying. I'm on, like, the murder mystery track right now. I remember reading They Both Die at the End, and the first few pages, the guy finds out he's gonna die in the first 24 hours, or in 24 hours. And then he's just thinking, he's like, why did I take all those study halls and not try out something new, not try out something new elective in school? And when I thought about that, then when I was signing up for my senior year classes, I saw video production. I'm like, okay, you make movies and you make trailers. And I was with one of my favorite teachers in the school. I'm like, sure, I'll take it, whatever. And let me just tell you, that was my favorite class senior year. Like, and it was only one semester. That one semester class is why I'm studying right now. I'm undecided right now as a college student, but that's why I am going into the communications, the mass media, the filming, the digital film. I am looking into all of those to see if I want to major in it. And I think that just reading those 2 pages of saying, why didn't I try more because now I'm going to die? Like, even though that was, like, really deep and, like, really, really sad, that just opened up my eyes, and that might be, like, so dramatic, but I don't care because it's opened up my eyes so much. Like, when a character talks about something, I'm trying to get my mom to read for a while, and she hasn't really been reading, but I think that you can't really fully appreciate books until you get into books. I still think about those deaths every single day of my life, even though I don't, like, they're a fictional character. Connecting to someone, like, yeah, you're connecting to someone fake, but, like, just their personality is, like, real. Like, it can't be a personality. This makes no sense. Like, I still think about We Were Liars. Reading a book can bring up so many memories. I remember reading the last pages of We Were Liars. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I was on the beach with my family, with my whole family watching me, by the way. Or not watching me, but watching the sunset. And I just bawled my eyes out. I start bawling. Like, I start crying. They're like, what the heck happened? I'm like, it's the book. And just the memories of me reading A Good Guide to Murder, like, in the hallway, and, like, me and my grandpa and my mom were gonna go see Elvis, but I was finishing it, and, like, it just gives me so many more memories. And whenever I think of books, I think of where I was, what I felt when I read that specific part. Whenever someone asks me, it's really hard to explain because it's like all of these elements together. And I know that you can just watch a movie, watch a show, and you can basically, like, get the same plot twist. You can get the same feelings towards the characters. You can relate to them. But the books, like, it's just giving it your own imagination, and I just love imagining things. That's why I'm writing my own book right now, just because when you write your own book, you can make it anything you want. No one's writing it for you. You can just make the scenes that you want, make it what you want. Authors are, like, so smart when they come up with, like, these brilliant plots and these storylines, and I'm like, how did you even come up with this? I do not know. And when they come up with these plot twists, and I just really get inspired by that, because that inspires me to be more creative. Because, like, Holly Jackson, I don't know how she does those plot twists. Like, girl, like, I don't know. I might be crazy. I might cry when a fictional character dies, because my sister is also a reader, but she doesn't cry because she knows they're fake. But I don't care if I cry, because it just shows, like, how much that author worked hard to make their character likable, to just expand their character. And because, like, Pip will always be my best friend. Like, she's right here. Allie, my main character, like, she's always with me. I'm always talking to her. Yes, I have an imaginary friend, Allie, but she's really from my book. But also, I'm getting off of track here. But, yeah. So that's why I like books so much. This was kind of a tangent, but I just thought that it would be fun just to talk about it. So, yeah, and in the comments below, if you watched this whole thing, thank you so much. And comment down below why you like to read books. I love the book community because every single person has their own reason why they love to read. And it's just, like, you know, like any other community, like any other fandom, like, I don't know, baseball cards, or like people collect something else. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I have to go to ballroom now. But yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye.